Hi, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good day. How are you? Today we are going to solve another question of additional max. Okay, so for today's question it is I don't understand the concept of modulus. So can you please explain further what it is and what is the use of modulus? Okay, talking about modulus is actually absolute value function. So how absolute value function looks like? So it is actually written as fx equals to modulus of x. The two vertical bar is called modulus. Okay, it is called modulus. And this absolute value function is actually a prosperous function. Why I say it is prosperous? Because it will always turn anything inside it to become positive. So positive is our friend. So even though the number inside here is negative, the output will be still positive. That's why I call it as a prosperous function. So how does it look like? So the definition for this absolute functions looks a bit weird. Alright, but don't worry, I'll explain. So modulus x equals to, there are two possibilities for which it could be x if the x inside here is greater than or equals to 0, means it's a positive number. And on the other hand, if the number inside is a negative number, smaller than 0, so if the number inside here is a negative number, don't worry, we just put a negative in front of that number, then automatically it will turn into positive. So it sounds a bit abstract. Don't worry, I'll give you example in order to understand this concept. So just imagine we have an input function and also an output. Okay, we'll try to use a diagram to understand. So imagine that there is a machine, alright, there is a machine for which is operating with a function of modulus x. So now we have an input which is negative 5. So when I feed negative 5 into this machine, alright, into this machine, so this machine will think first, what is the input? The input is a negative number. So if the input is negative number, means it is smaller than 0. If it is smaller than 0, then the output will be negative x. Negative x means negative of negative 5. Negative of negative 5. So what is negative of negative 5? Of course, it is 5. So how do we get 5? So that's very simple. Put the negative in front of negative 5, then you get 5. Negative, negative become positive. So modulus of negative 5 equals to 5. So let's try to have another input. Okay, so for this time, so assuming is 8. So 8 is positive. Alright, so 8 is positive. So what happened is that your output is 8. Why your output is 8? Because 8 is greater than 0. So let's try another input. So assume that it is negative 25, for instance. So negative 25 is a negative number. So we'll take this one. Put the negative in front of the negative 25. Then our output will become positive 25. So have a look here. Our output will be always positive. So it's prosperous, right? Okay, next, let me give you some examples to enhance your understanding. So the first question A is, what is the value for modulus of 2 minus 5? So since 2 minus 5 is negative 3 and modulus of negative 3 is 3. And you know how to get it 3 because you put a negative in front of the negative, you get positive. For the second question, 25 minus 3 is positive 22. So modulus of 22, of course, is 22. And C, if you are given modulus of a number equals to 4, so what is the number? So the number could be positive or negative 4. So there are two possibilities because it could be positive 4 here and it could also be negative 4. Alright, it could be positive 4 inside here where the output is 4, or even the number inside here is negative 4, the output is still 4. As a result, there are two possible answers for which is positive or negative 4. And the next example is modulus of, what is the solution for modulus of x plus 1 equals to 7? So as we have learned in the previous example, x plus 1 could be either positive 7 or negative 7. So we will break it into 2, for which x plus 1 equals to 7 or x plus 1 equals to negative 7 to be solved respectively. So finally, we get the answer is x equals to 6 or x equals to negative 8. So there are two answers for this question.
One Academy. You ask, we solve.